Welcome to everyone. Myself Dr. B.R. Poddar, Professor, Government Ayurvedic College, Nanded. Friends, welcome to this online discussion. This online discussion is organized for upgradation of knowledge of Ayurveda colleagues and postgrad students and undergrad students. Last time we have discussed online. Exactly Ayurveda based COVID-19 pathogenesis. And today we come to understand here how and what exact pathogenesis of COVID-19 according Ayurveda aspects. No doubt, this is after all probable pathogenesis of the COVID-19. I am attempting to explain here in short as possible. Friends, coronavirus is the extrinsic positive factors. As we know, the different causative agents who are responsible for the disease and disorders. Charuk Mercy says, given that Bhuta, Visha, Vaivagni, Samprarati, Mukta, these are the external causative factors. Here Bhuta means what exactly? Bhut, last time we have seen in the brief. Bhuta means such pathogenic materials or pathogenic organisms in form just as a seed-like, in form of RNA, may be living thing or non-living things. In this phase, before infect, all these are the inactive phase. If living things, they are active, but when they will get infected. And this coronavirus is the smallest particle or smallest molecule, smallest microorganism we can see under the ultramicroscopic. And this coronavirus is just like a structure of its RNA molecule, which when situated or get infected to your human cell or human body cell, then grows their cell division or replication, then possible to infect further person. How they infect, how they spread, we have discussed in last previous discussion. Now today, this coronavirus when get infected from contaminated air by our respiration, contaminated air when inhales inside the upper respiratory, or many times direct contact with infected person by touching their utensils, their clothes and whatever the used by them, or many times infected or contaminated cloths or even our hands touching to our mouth, touching to eyes or our nose. It's possibility to get entered in the upper respiratory tract. When it gets entered into the upper respiratory, very initially start the immune defense mechanism just as a physiological phenomenon. Here body is alert to start or alert to defense, alert to fight against that coronavirus entry. This is the initial defense mechanism or physiological phenomenon. At the time of this, very early signs and symptoms, which are known as premonitory symptoms or prodromal symptoms, mainly sneezing, repeatedly sneezing, or nasal secretions, or running nose, or nasal secretion, anorexia, with fever, and after some next phase or further phase, the coughing with dry coughing, just like the dry cough, but patient feels uncomfort in breathing or difficulty in breathing. This is very early sign and symptoms in initial period of pathogenesis, or that is known as, these phases are known as incubation period. That is approximately 10 to 14 days required for the incubation or for the infect to the human organ systems. After the 10 or 14 days, these coronavirus, when entered into the throat, then severe coughing is to be have to the patient, and after that, when get entered into the bronchus, just like the bronchopneumonia symptoms we may have in the patients, and after this, when it's get entered or replication is going on supposed to be fast, then the alveoli and lungs also involved in this pathogenesis. This is the third or fourth phase of that, when they involve the alveoli and lungs, in lungs here. So patients have a severe discomfort or inspiration difficulties, or I mean to say breathing uncomfortness, breathlessness. He can't take inspiration or expiration even. So patient will get feeling fear, and so such a patients, when not treated by very typical treatment or symptomatic treatment or whatever the available treatment today, then again patient coronavirus get into the deeper situation to the respiratory system, mainly cardiorespiratory system. So patients feel severe discomfort, severe ventilatory discomfort. I mean to breathlessness, difficulty in breathing. At the time of that, patient requires symptomatic treatment, suction machine and ventilation and all. But it's very difficult to treat at the last phase of this pathogenesis. So better to avoid up to the incubation period within 10 to 14 days by adopting the preventive all measures, whatever the possible precautions we should take as essential, and we should take the adapt the prevention measures. Just you keep the distance at least 1 meter, or just you try to isolate them in isolation ward, and as possible whatever the management is today. This is all about the pathogens in short of COVID-19. This pathogens, while this pathogen is going on in deeper situation, the fever and high grade fever is also there. These symptoms, particularly sneezing, nasal secretions, breathlessness or difficulty in breathing with high grade fever, and severe asthmatic like or pneumonia like signs and symptoms, they are the very with the another complications. Such a patients are not so curable, not easy to cure. So we should take all precaution as possible initially. This is all about the In short, pathogens of the COVID-19. Now friends, we come to see the immunity power. When the patients have some immunity power, not some, patients have well immunity power, then COVID-19 does not get entered in the upper respiratory or in, because of what? Because of strong immune power of that individual person. Strong immune power, if the strong immune power in that particular patient, then the coronavirus or this RNA like seed like positive agent is just like as it is there in inactive phase. Such inactive corona or bacteria or whatever the virus is, as it is inactively there, but not any sign and symptoms, many times asymptomatic also. These coronavirus or pathogenic organisms or pathogenic materials are waiting whenever the possible or when the inhabitable to them for the growth or replication or attack to there. Now question is here, what do you mean exactly immunity power? This is a very magical thing, and this immunity power, everybody have immunity power, but there are some limitations. And so after all, the immunity power is gifted by nature. Immunity power is gifted by, you may call it as even God. And what material is required for the immunity power? Actually, was naturally the such a materials inside our human body, just like as a plasma, serum, well quality of WBC, RBC, T cell, fibrinogens and all, and also immunoglobulins are in form of OG like. If quality of these body components inside the body, then that particular person have a potential to face against the coronavirus like bacteria, coronavirus like pathogenic organisms. Not only the corona, I mean to say, the persons who have a potential, persons who have a more powerful this materials or quality of this material inside the body, they not inhabitable to the not only coronavirus or any bacteria or pathogenic organism inside the body cell or organs or system. And such persons are never attacked by these pathogenic organisms. Here we come to see the what types of immunity power. There are some immunity powers, depends on many factors. There are such immunity factors which is received from nature, also received from your father, mother, or also received from your family, and it's also depend very magically. It depends their nature of individual. Their nature of individual. And what's the nature of individual? There are three types of mainly prakriti or nature of individual. Body nature of individual. Nature of individual of psychology. These nature of individual depends mainly Vataj Prakriti, Pittaj Prakriti and Kafaj Prakriti. They already explained about Vataladhya Sadaturaha. Means what exactly? Most of the Vata predominance Prakriti is always more prone to the such a pathogenic organisms and more various disorders. More prone to the various disorder. So there are just like as a always patient, he has complaints many complaints or frequently and repeatedly. So Vata Pradhan means Vata Pradhan or Vata predominant nature. Patients have many complaints many times forever their life. Now another one type is there. Kalaj means according to the season, according to the age factor, according to, just like as you see, the old age is also important time. These patients have a poor immune power, poor weight, or they have not as much potential to fight against the pathogenic organisms outside from these causative agents. When these causative agents attacked on an old person or such a persons also, those who have some another disease or weight reduced because of or due to the another disease, supposed to be diabetes, hypertension, HIV positive or HbSG positive or tuberculosis. Such chronic patients have also poor immunity power. So we must have to take all precautions to avoid the coronavirus from such a patients. Coronavirus. So another third one is type of immunity power. Yuktikrat means ideologically. How we gain, how we build our immune system. How you build our immune system? How we raise our immune system? By using the very specific healthy diet style, healthy lifestyle, by adapting the all rules of intake as possible. Also, lifestyle advised by the doctors or Ayurveda doctors, and also nowadays we can build our immune power by adapting or by yoga particularly, pranayam particularly, and meditation. We may have such a immune or potential in our mind because of strong mentality, and so the yoga, pranayam and meditation are play a very important role to build our mental immune power. Then come to the next point. Who have more prone to the such a pathogenic organism or pathogenic disorders like COVID-19 or any viral diseases or any bacterial disease? Charak Maharishi very clearly described Sharirani च अतिस्थूलानि अतिकृशानि अनिविष्ट मांस शोणित अस्थिनि अल्पाहारानि असात्म्य आहारोपचितानि अल्पसत्वानि भवन्ति अव्याधिसहानि भवन्ति व्याधि असहानि means these persons, those who are obese, those who overweight, those who intake poor, or those who more or much more weak, not only bodily weak, may because of poor mentality even, then Alpasatvani means poor mentality, and such body components inside the body or human body, whereas particularly serum, plasma, Oj-like and WBC cells, RBC cells and fibrinogens, lymphocytes, polymorphs, these like all such materials inside the body functioned or worked as a military, and this military has some potential to fight against such pathogenic organisms or pathogenic material, or even they may, whether living or non-living, but pathogenic substances. If persons have or persons have a right or quality of blood, quality of WBC, quality of lymphocytes, quality of polymorph, or quality of T cell, then never, I am saying here never, but it's so perfectly, most of the organism does not have an effect or does not initiate the pathogens of their various disorders. And such a inactive phase of such a pathogen substance or organisms, we may call it as a Vyabhichari Hetu, or inactive causative factors which are inside the body but not fully able to initiate the disease and disorder, or unable to start the disease and disorders. Then who have not more prone to the such a pathogenic disorders like COVID-19 or any other disease if it's supposed to be. Contrary, those who are not so weak, not so obese, who have taken very perfectly diet style, nutrient diet style, fresh diet style, taking regular medicines just like as for build the immune, just like the Terminia Chebula or Gulveri, Chavanprash, Swarnaprash and such a things, then such a patients have more immunity power and more potential to fight against from initial to break the pathogens of even such a pathogenic various disorders. Now we come to discuss again here very important. What about the prognosis? Whether this COVID-19 like disorders are curable, easily curable, not easily curable, or not curable, we must have to decide, we must have to understand for purpose to take some precautions in future or some preventive measures we come to adopt on the basis of that. So, what about the prognosis? The very initial phase of coronavirus before infected to patient or coronavirus before entered in the upper respiratory or nostrils, we should take all the precautions which are already guided by our Ayush department of Ayush particularly, and also as a preventive measures in this first phase we should take all preventive measures just to keep the distance at least 1 meter, just to try to avoid the direct contact with the infected patients, or just to better stay home, safe at home. And so our politicians and our honorable Prime Minister also declared the lockdown from many days because of this. This is the first possible prevention is better than cure. Before to spread or before to infect, you should take as possible, probably take the preventive measures. So lockdown is very necessary as per the guidelines of Ayush, as per the guidelines or as per the condition or situation outside our country, in foreign countries and abroad also. Because it's too much harassing or too much horrible situation is there, too much notable health crisis is here. So everybody should very alert to face such a situation against the coronavirus. Also, what about what we can do after the first phase? After phase, what will be the treatment? Treatment is not so prevalent today because treatment in second phase is only symptomatic. First, line of treatment to avoid the direct contact and to isolate them such a persons. And as possible, the supportive line of treatment or medicines has been given as guided by our scientists or doctors, mostly symptomatically, hydroxychloroquine and some other medicines for antiviral medicines. And nowadays may be possible when the scientists undergo the research, the vaccine may possible to come in future very soon. But today, as possible, in second and third phase, we should alert, we should come to ahead and notice to them, those who are informative officers or collectors or administrative officers or medical officers or higher centers of hospitals, just to come to there and inform them very frankly and prevent yourself very alertfully and try to follow their given as their guidelines. And second question to us, all of you people, we are thinking about this. If this is going on like this, and every year so many viruses introducing every year newly again and again. Last time Ebola virus, before that swine flu, before that H1N1, swine flu, and so on. And next year, what will be happen? We don't know today. Maybe introduce another viruses is introduced into medical field. Then how the face this situation, and what will be the happen next year again. So I would like to advise our students, our postgraduate students or doctors of any medical field, better to prepare ourselves, better to prepare our inner material, inner defense material, or inside military, just in form of T cells, WB cells, serum and plasma, all these immunoglobulins, to raise their immune power, to build them very properly by using nutrient diet style and rules of intake, just to behave or adapt the lifestyle very particular, just to follow the yoga, just to follow the meditation, just to follow the pranayama, and whatever the medicines suggested by the Ayush, Gulwell, are different decoctions, Amalki, Gulwell, Vishwabheshwar means ginger officinally, like this, and Chavanprash, Suvarnaprash, as the guideline, under guidelines of or under supervision of expert doctors. And it's necessary we come together to fight against such a virus disorders. Presently, this is a appeal to you. This is a very question or difficult situation to us. You come to aware of all these things and try to follow all precautions, preventive measures, and come to fight against the virus, save the life, and be happy the life to everyone. Lastly, I would like to appeal to all medical science experts of all medical branches or medical sciences. We must have to need here integrated medicine, or integration is necessary as interdisciplinary knowledge, as per the interdisciplinary knowledge, because all the allied medical sciences are useful whenever just you come to adapt and whichever is the useful, just you adapt and follow with the healthy mentality and healthy with full of maturity. So thank you very much. This is all about passage of the COVID-19 in view of Ayurveda. In short about pathogenesis, in short about immunity power. Immunity power is a very much vast and rich branch. But in short, I am explained here. And lastly, who prone to the such a virus disorders and what exactly prognosis concept regarding the such disorders. And if you have any questions of my postgrad students or my colleagues, please welcome. Better to mail online or WhatsApp or whatever the facilities are we have. Okay, thank you very much. Right, thank you very much.